Hi, Tom Watson here with Cleaning for Profit, and today we're going to talk about why networking groups work. The act of networking is something that we've had a lot of success with over the years, and that's why I wanted to cover it today. It's very easy, it's a great cost effective way to get the word out you own a cleaning business, and it's something you should include in your marketing arsenal. So let's dig in. For those of you who don't know what networking is, it's simply the act of joining various groups in your service area that help you promote your business. No more, no less. And these groups allow you to meet many other business owners, and you can promote your business, and you can learn also what's working for other people as well. Because as you meet people, you're going to swap stories about, hey, I tried this and it worked, or I tried this to market my business and it didn't. And that act of meeting other people is not only healthy for you, but it's good for your knowledge base. And like I already mentioned, networking is one of the most cost effective ways to promote your company. The cost to join will vary from group to group, but it's generally inexpensive. Some of the larger groups may be, $100 or $200 for a year, and some may be 100, some may be 50, some may be free. You just have to investigate on a case by case basis, but at the end of the day, whatever the price is, it's well worth it because you get to spread the gospel. You own a cleaning business to a large group of people for a very small amount of money on a yearly basis. Now let's talk about some of the most well-known groups. There's tons of them, but the larger ones would be like your local Chamber of Commerce. We have several in my area, one for each county, and then we have one that encompasses several counties. It's a super large one that probably has thousands of members. Then you have smaller groups like BNI International. These are somebody you could look up online. LATIP is another one that they're located all over the place. And also, like I mentioned down here in the yellow highlighting, some of the larger clubs spawn smaller clubs. And these smaller clubs allow you to get to know people a little easier because it's a little more intimate setting. When you go to like a local Chamber of Commerce, you may have 100 people there. And when you go to a smaller club, there may be 10 or 15 or 20. And they're actually the clubs we had the most success with, incidentally. It's the smaller 10 to 20 to 30, 40, 50 club member type, how many people are in a certain group. When you get into really large groups, it's easy to get lost within the membership. Not saying don't join them, that they are a valid group to consider. It's just that, for us, we've had more success on a smaller scale. And also some small towns may also have their own groups. So there's like a lot of these different business associations embedded within your area, from the Chamber of Commerce down to like I said, the BNIs and the LATIPs to small little towns that just create their own. And so normally you have a choice of what to join, and whether you join 1, 2, or 3, or 5 or 6 is really up to you. All right, now here's some tips on how to make them work for you. I would suggest you join 1 or 2 groups just to get a feel for the process. Generally meetings, depends on the group, they're either held in the very early morning before people go to work, at lunch, or after hours. These groups, normally you're just paying for your breakfast or your lunch or your coffee or whatever, you're all doing. These groups generally get together and everybody's got 2 minutes to make their speech, and you basically just stand up and say, hi, I'm Tom. I own a cleaning company here in town. If you ever need anything as far as your cleaning needs go, or if you have any questions, just grab one of my cards at the end of the meeting and give me a call. I'll be glad to help you out. That's it. There is no big Gettysburg address, no State of the Union address you have to make. If you can stand up and just say that, you are fine. And, if you want to be a business owner, it's what you got to do. There's really no way around it. Another tip is to be active within a group. If you just go and you sit in a corner, you are wasting your time. You have to be active. No way around it. And the last tip, and this is very key, you have to be consistent. Don't miss meetings, as this only sabotages your effort. People will think you are a fly-by-night company if you only show up sporadically. There's so many people we see join, and they go to one meeting every 2 or 3 months. And at the end of the day, nobody's ever going to do business with this type of people because they just don't get to know them. This whole act of joining a networking group means you're there to promote your company, okay? And it really doesn't mean you're selling your services to the other members. You may, and you probably will, get business from those members. Over time, you're going to make friends, and people do business with their friends. So that's why this approach takes a little time to implement, because, people just don't do business with somebody they just met yesterday. It takes a little while. They got to get to know you, so you're going to have to invest a couple months into this strategy before you see dividends. But once you do, they may call you. But the real power to networking is not in trying to solicit the other member's business. That's just a bonus. The real power is that when you join and the other members know of somebody who needs a cleaning business, they will refer you. And this gives you an army of people who are thinking about you whenever they run into somebody who needs a cleaning service. And the same is for you towards them. If you know Mary and she owns a pest control company and you stumble across people that have termites, your job is to refer Mary. And it's, you take care of each other. And that's the power of networking. And I think if you just take the time to invest, you'll have a lot of success with it. So that wraps up this episode, and good luck.